Welcome back, everyone. I am Brian. You are Chords and Notes Nation. You have been invited once again into my living room to have a seat. Please join me because we are going to continue on our week-long reaction of the song I Want It All. Yesterday we watched the original version by Queen. Today this is a version by Music Motion from the Music Motion YouTube channel. I will link that as a thumbnail at the end of this video, as well as the playlist where this song will reside. I do not know anything about Music Motion, but I see some Cyrillic alphabet, so I'm assuming, number one, it would either be Russia or one of the Eastern European countries that has Cyrillic for their alphabet. At any rate, let's get started. Oh, some acoustic. Okay, all right. Stripped down version.
On an empty street, just an alley creeper, lying on his feet. I'm fighting, screaming, with the time for doubt, with the pain and anger, I can't see a way out. And in my time asking, I heard him say, can't find me future, move out of my way. I want it all, I want it all, I want it all, and I want it now. I want it all, I want it all, I want it all, and I want it now. Let you know you people, come get around, gotta give me a keep down, gotta shake it to the ground. Let's just give me all what I know is mine. People, do you hear me? Just give me the sign. And I'm trying to ask him if you wanna choose me to the future for dreams of you. I want it all, I want it all, I want it all, and I want it now. I want it all, I want it all, I want it all, and I want it now.
Nice sustain there.
I'm alone with a bunch of wine, so much to do in the one lifetime. You never meant for compromise, or words and voice, and I'm living the life. So I'm living it all, yes I'm living it all, yes I'm living it all, and I'm giving it all. In my time asking if you wanna choose me to the future, be the crown of you. I want it all, I want it all, I want it all, and I want it now. I want it all, give it up. I want it all, hey, I want it all, and I want it now. I want it all, I want it all, I want it all, and I want it now. I want it all, I want it all, I want it all, and I want it now.
Acoustic cover band. I think I just found another potential rabbit hole to wander on down musically. I don't know. I'm just, this journey for me on this channel is uncovering so many wonderful artists, and the independent artists are the ones that I really, really, really like to feast my ears upon, if that makes sense. Anyways, okay, so this is their shtick. They're an acoustic cover band, which kind of changes my original thought. Was like, oh, it was really cool that they thought to do this as an acoustic, but that is what they do. That's what they advertise themselves as. That being said, even still, that was a much more intimate setting. It wasn't as anthemically, sonically loud. You know what I mean? It had a more intimate sonic situation going on there, and then of course the male and female voice was. It's always nice to have one of each, and especially if they harmonize really well. That was really nice. And then they had the choir at the end. Be careful though, you hold those lighters too long, you're gonna burn your thumb. What else can I say? The acoustic guitar sounded really good. It was mic'd good. It's got a good tone to it. I didn't see what brand it was, and it was nice that he did a solo as well, because oftentimes when you take an electric rock song and you turn it into an acoustic rock song, the artist who's doing that, I would say more times than not, won't do a solo. They'll just use the acoustic guitar as a harmonic piece rather than a lead, which was really nice to have, at least, the solo there. What else can I say? And the percussion. Okay, so really all you had was the bass drum, and he had that rattle and a tambourine. That's all you really needed. I mean, it again, they scaled down the sound. It wasn't as big sonically. It still had an anthemic feel, but obviously it was dwarfed because it wasn't amplified. Does that make sense? But otherwise, I think for what they were trying to do, they did a great job. They've got first of all, the guy's got a really good voice, okay, and so does the gal. But his voice, when he first started singing, it was like, oh, okay, this is, there's some grit and some passion there. That's kind of the way Freddie always used to sing too, right? And she put her own Freddie on her voice, so to speak, as well. I heard that in there. So very cool, very cool. Yeah, I like this one. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget, the poll at the end of the week is another opportunity for you to sort of put your thoughts there and vote. Make sure, that's the other thing I have to remind you guys, please make sure when you are watching these week-long reactions that you are fair and you watch all 5 so that your vote is authentic and not biased. We don't want, the last thing I want is skewed data where, like, there's 5,000 views on one video but only like 50 views on the others, and I've got 500 votes all saying for the one that's got 5,000 views. You know what I mean? Just kind of doesn't work that way. Just trying to gather some data here, because I am going to translate this somehow, some way into Patreon, where we have Chords and Notes Nation breaking up into tribes and competing for musical control of the channel for a short time, based on something like this. So these week-long reactions are fun, but there's also a greater purpose involved. Anyways, that's all I have for this one. Hope to see you tomorrow. God bless you. Jesus loves you. Thank you so much for being here.